was in 7th grade, I had a teacher who was a metalsmith and enamelist, and I was just fascinated. I didn't know in those days you weren't supposed to look through the peephole in the kiln, and I did, and I saw the glass grains melt and smooth out, and I thought that was just the neatest thing. And it was many years until I got teaching on a grown-up level, but that experience stayed with me for many years. Enameling is fusing glass on metal. The glass comes already ground in a variety of colors, and it can be put in a sifter and sifted on dry onto the metal, or it can be mixed with water and a gum solution and applied wet, and then allowed to dry before it's fired. The firing time is very short, just a minute or two, even for a large piece. So we do it again and again and again. And most of my pieces are fired anywhere from 5 to 20 times. Cloisonné refers to the small silver wires that separate the different areas. It used to be, since enameling is so ancient, the glass technology in the Middle Ages was not as sophisticated as what we have today. So they would, and some of the colors didn't play well together, so they would separate them with a little silver wire. And nowadays we use it more as a linear element, a design element, than an actual separation. I use my fingers mostly to shape the wires and occasionally pliers, and if I want to shape a circle, anything round. I use diluted Elmer's glue to stick the wires in place. On this piece, with the wires, it's incomplete, and you see that it's only partially filled up, and the wires kind of stick out, so you can see what it looks like in a mid-stage. This piece was done in 3 stages. The first was a sifting with the dry enamel and a sifter of gray and yellow, and then it was fired. And then I used a torn wet paper towel as a stencil and sifted the blues and browns on and fired it. And the last firing, I use a special decal paper printed in my laser printer, and the iron oxide in the toner, and the laser toner fires to that reddish brown color, which is pretty cool. Not bad for a medium that's been around since 1300 BC. For a simple design, it usually takes me, by the time I shape the wires, glue them in place, let them dry, and fire them, that's usually a morning's work. Of course, it depends on how many times I have to get up and let the dogs out, let the dogs in, that kind of thing. I would like people to educate people about enameling. It's really fun. It's very satisfying, and the possibilities for experimentation are legion. It's a wonderful medium and not very well known, so I would like people to understand the process and the possibilities of enameling.
For more from Mosaic, please like and subscribe to the channel or check out another video. To help support this project, please visit witf.org/mosaic.